a potential opportunity. And the question, of course, is when and what you would be looking at. We're bringing in Market Gauge Managing Director Michele Snyder, who's so good at these kind of things. First, let me ask you about crypto, because you experiment with all kinds of different cryptos. Are you buying any now on weakness?
Not yet. And if we were going to do anything, it would only be sticking to Ethereum or Bitcoin at this point. And right now, our analyst here just came up with some numbers. He said under 29.1, if we fail that, we're looking at 26.6. And if that fails, we're going down to 20. So I'm kind of holding out for that big crash if it happens. Same thing with Ethereum. If it breaks 1,700, we could go all the way down to 1,000. But yeah, after the carnage, I would be hunting for sure.
I know you will. Hey, by the way, speaking of hunting and carnage, I saw on Twitter you look like you're pounding the table on cannabis. So what are you smoking?
Well, the people here who are arguing about the fact that cannabis is simply, you can grow a pot plant, put it in your pipe and smoke it and it'll never go any further, I think they are really the ones who are smoking and not really thinking. Because the best analogy is alcohol. When we go back in time, people used to distill their own alcohol and people used to crush grapes in their basement, and there was prohibition and there was a lot of bootlegging. But yet look what happened to the alcohol industry once it became legal.
Right.
And I think the same thing could happen in cannabis. There's so much more to an industry than just putting in your pipe and smoking. I mean, you've got... Yeah.
Although I do have a couple of cousins still making corn liquor, but that's a whole different topic. All right, let's talk about this tech sell-off. Are you nibbling at anything? What's in your radar right now?
Well, we've been really interested in Take-Two because they just basically made a deal with FIFA and soccer online gaming. Some of those gaming stocks actually don't look too bad relatively to what's happening in the market. Also, we're looking a little bit here at, well, obviously cannabis, but Unity Software in the tech space is another one that has our interest here. It had a huge sell-off after pretty strong earnings, so that could be one. And interestingly enough, it's not video gaming, but World Wrestling Foundation doing really well. So people are sitting home with their headsets on doing gaming, or they're watching TV and people mock killing each other.
So Michele, you know, there's a debate out there, at least it's starting to build up here, about long-term investing in an environment where the market is decidedly moving to the downside, or trying to trade, trying to be nimble. Some people are uncomfortable with that. But is it a reality that you've got to learn how to trade more if you want to be able to take advantage of these kind of markets?
Absolutely. If you want to be a retail investor, then go all the way and actually pull out a different tool from your toolbox other than buying every dip. So it's okay to buy when you get to these extreme lows, but you've got to be prepared to take profits on the rallies. This trading range, we saw it during the last stagflation period, went on for 15 years. Now, I don't think, since everything is so accelerated, we're going 15 years here, but we can certainly be there for the next 3 to 5 years. So yeah, for the most part, you've got to be pretty active in this market if you don't want to stand another 20% loss against what you already have. Passive investors are really having a tough time.
They really are.
And if you want to go longer term, Charles, gold. I still think with food prices skyrocketing, gold is a buy and hold, and right here is pretty cheap.
I don't know. If you can show me how to eat it and put some butter on it, I may go take you up on that, the way food prices have gone up. Michele, thank you so much. Always appreciate it. Folks,